Good morning, crypto maniacs, crypto pumpers worldwide. It's the voice here, your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, the crypto capo, the crypto commander-in-chief, Champagne, back with another live stream. Is this the final dip before the boom? I came across an article there on TradingView saying that this is the final flush before we go up. I want to show you guys those charts and see if we agree or disagree with those charts there on TradingView being that they're saying this is the final flush and up we go. I want to talk about that. Shout out to Niagara Gardner, Punish GT, the decorated crypto officials that are here deep in the trenches of the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield. Shout out to Main Event, Punish GT, Niagara Gardner, the boomers, guys. Not the boomers on the memes that you've been seeing like okay boomers. I'm talking about boomers that are stacking bits. I'm not talking about age groups here. I'm talking about boomers that are stacking bits. The original boomers. Shout out to Rafterman. BTCs are rare. Get them while they last. That's right. Limited circulating supply. Limited to 21 million. And the rewards for the miners will be cut in half in May, which could lead to more demand. Or maybe the price or that demand's already been priced in. We'll see. Niagara Gardner's here, Rafterman's here, Main Event's here, the rest of the pumpers. Yesterday I was expressing to you guys, I'm trying to break down these words, how the age group, including millennials and those younger than millennials, I still don't know what that age group is. It's a Generation Y. Is it called the Zoomers? I don't know. Maybe someone can fill me in. But I was explaining how I'm starting to notice a pattern here. You go for some service or you go and you deal with someone from this age group and you say thank you, and they reply with no problem instead of you're welcome. I think there's something there. I'm trying to figure it out. What's the problem that they're avoiding? What's up with this no problem thing? I want you guys to say you're welcome. Okay, I never had a problem to begin with, and it seems to me it's like if they're doing a service, they feel like they're doing you a favor, and instead of saying you're welcome, they're saying, yeah, it's no problem, I did you a favor. So, something to consider. I talked about this yesterday on the ending of the live stream, and I didn't really explain my thought. It was like a thought that I had, and I'm going to build upon that. I shared you guys the power of words, a video there that talks about casting spells or what not, talking about the weekend, how the job and the morning and the wake and their earns, and there's all these hidden words in there. So shout out to my boomer. Shout out to a Niagara Gardner generation hashtag. Yeah, there go. They're calling it I don't know what it is. That generation that's after the millennials. So, I guess they're born in the 90s or something. Niagara Gardner says, you're on point, Chang, with the words. Yeah, I mean, listen, the more you start paying attention to words, it's all encoded in the words. I'm starting to realize everything is encoded into the words. So if you start to trace the origin of these words, what's the word here? Etymology. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but you know the deal. Relax, champ, says Thai City. Nah, there's no relaxing. We're pushing forward, and we can rest when we're dead out here, Thai. You know the deal. The Xenials. Okay, I've never heard that term, Thai. Xenials. I heard like Generation Y, but I don't know if that applies. It's something that I'm thinking of. It's like you'll start to noticing that words have power. The selfie generation. Yeah. Next time you get service from a millennial or someone that's younger and you tell them thank you, 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you no problem. And I'm wondering it's because they're feeling like they did you a favor. Okay. If you're working, you're not doing anybody a favor. You're getting paid for it. So, it's something to consider. Let's talk about these bits and whether this is the final dip before the boom. I came across an article there on TradingView saying that $6,500 Bitcoin was the bottom. That was the final flush, and then up we go. There's charts and whatnot. I know you guys get erections when you see these charts, these Fibonacci's, these technical analysis. I don't know how true they are or not, but I'm going to show them. Shout out to Gardner, Main Event, Rafterman, Ty, all the pumpers, GT. Let's check out today's math over there on CoinMarketCap as the rest of the boomers tune in. Go ahead and share my screen. Let me turn off these coins. Share my CMC screen here. Bitcoin dominance is about the same, 66.2. There's no difference here with the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, the Bitcoin dominance hasn't changed, which is interesting to me. You got the market cap at 195, slim. Under 200 billion is slim. I want to see this market cap at 1 trillion. That's about 5 times more than where it's at right now. 7 times 5 would have put Bitcoin above 30,000 is what I'm expecting. 71.51 on the bits. Ether there at 146. I had someone commenting on one of the videos saying Ether's dead, champ. It's all over. But yesterday we shared that the amount of Ether locked up in decentralized finance applications is at an all-time high, which leads me to believe that Ether is not going to die, guys. Ether's not going to die. It's going to be around there. It's not my favorite coin, but it's there. Rafter Man just dropped me $2 here in the population. He says he doesn't worry about the price. He just hodls. And neither do I that much. I mean, I keep an eye on it. I think it's, it's part of my, I don't know if it's a responsibility or not, but it's something. I'm committed to keep tracking these cryptos and talking about them. So that's why I'm here. So, I mean, I'm checking the price, but I'm not at all concerned, guys. I'll be honest with you. I think that we're a little less than what I would expected. I was expecting maybe like 85 at this point, and a little pump to about 92, 93 by the new year. But we're somewhere around there. Value your wealth in bits, not USD, as they say. Yeah, and that's one thing that Adam, the Bitcoin Meister, he's basically coined that. One Bitcoin's one Bitcoin. Strong hands. He says all that. I follow him. So shout out to him if he's listening. And it's true. One Bitcoin is worth one Bitcoin. Value your wealth in bits, indeed. About to celebrate the 2-year anniversary of the euphoria days, Bitcoin highs, hodl, and buying ever since. Yeah, those were booms like no other. I don't think we're ever going to experience those times again. Hopefully we will, but we got to prepare ourselves, manage our expectations. Maybe we don't see those cup pumps like we used to, and that's okay. As the asset matures, I expect there to be less and less volatility, and we'll find a stable price here. 2-year hangover, yeah. It seems like people are still yearning and fiending for that pump that occurred. And a lot of people missed that Bitcoin train. And I think that some people that are on the field right now, on the battlefield, they're hoping that things replay or retrace the price movements that we experienced back in 2017. But I don't know. I'll tell you that much. I think this hangover is going to last a little bit. Is this the final dip before the boom? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Apparently, Trading Shot over there in TradingView said so. We'll be talking about that in just a moment. I keep telling myself the pain is worth it. It's painful, obviously, to see things dip from 20 to 3 and then stay under 10K. But, I know a guy like Niagara, you've been here for more than a year. So, I assume that you've picked up some bags and that you're in the green. So, how painful is it if you're in the green? Sometimes, it seems painful compared to where we were at like 2 years ago. But, those things may not come around again. So I think Main Event says this all the time. We're up since the beginning of the year, and we should be grateful and happy about it because the majority of the assets are not up as much as Bitcoin is this year. 2019 was a trade ride too, just had to get on and off at the right time. You can make a point. Will Turkey Day Black Friday pump happen this year or not, says CryptoZilla. I have no idea, but I'm going to say I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that so many people are waiting for things for Bitcoin to act like it used to, and I don't think it's going to act like it used to anymore. That's not to say it's done or that it's going to go down or that it's a bad asset. I just think that it's, maturing. And like I said yesterday, I'm going to keep saying this. 2019 was about Bitcoin staying above $5,000 for more than 6 months, closer to a year. Now, 2020, in my opinion, is going to be about Bitcoin staying above $10,000 for more than 6 months, hopefully a year. Kakarie's back. Welcome. In the green for sure on the bits, but still 100K, let's go. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think maybe one day we'll see 100K, but, we got to get to that 30,000, that 50,000, and, we got to hit all-time highs first, so. I loaded up on ETH, champ. I have a good feeling, says Joey Bits. Yeah, well, if you listen to yesterday's live stream, Joey, we identified that the amount of ETH locked up in decentralized finance platforms is at an all-time high, despite the bear market that we're experiencing nowadays. So that's a good sign, in my opinion, BTC and ETH. Yeah, I think they're going to be here to stay. I don't think BTC is going anywhere, ETH either. Will they pump as fast and as strong as they used to? Probably not, but that's okay. You know, are you going to be mad if you wake up around the halvening around 14,000 or 15,000? If you know, picked up these bits yesterday at 67 and then you hold till May and they're at 14, are you going to be mad about that? You know, are you going to be mad that it's, let's say, less at 12,000? I mean, would you be mad? Sometimes, you know, the greed gets to some boomers out there. So, you know, don't get greedy. Don't bite more than you could chew. Manage your expectation, and also give thanks if you're up. Give thanks if you're up. Now is your time of to stack your coin of choice. Yeah, let's go ahead and run down the prices here before we talk about whether this is the final dip before the boom. I already gave you my opinion, but I want to share other opinions and some charts. You know, I don't really do the charts, so I'll share other people's charts and, you know, give my opinion and let you guys also chime in. So let's go ahead and share this CMC screen back once again. Ether there is at 146. Ripple is trash, but, you know, we got some Ripple holders there at 21 cents. Bitcoin Cash, I was going to say Bitcoin trash. Bitcoin Cash is not trash, though. 210. Litecoin there at 46. EOS at 260. Binance at 1540. Satoshi Vision at 107. Stellar at 5 cents. Tron there at 1 cent. Cardano at 3 cents. I feel like Cardano's been stuck at 3 cents. And what's up with our Cardano general? I haven't seen him in a while. We had one of the top Cardano holders that used to frequent the population of the chat box, but since Cardano hasn't cracked that top 10, it seems like one of our friends have gone silent. But hopefully he pops up on us sooner than later. He's always welcome here in the box. Rev out there. Leo at 90 cents. Monero at 51 bucks. Monero is always in the top 20. Okay, ever since I got into crypto, Monero's been around there, a silent lurker, a boomer. I wouldn't say boomer because that insinuates that it really makes big gains, but this one is not a doomer. I'll tell you that much. It's not a doomer. Tezos there at 123, Chainlink at 220, Cosmos at 354, Neo at 918, Huobi at 256. Steam hit 10 cents, cries. Yeah, main event, I'm going to have to say that it seems like Steam is all over with. You know, I'm going to continue to post out there because, you know, there's some rewards by, you know, being active on that blockchain or whatnot, and I haven't seen direct comparables to that blockchain that I would like to participate in. And although there's like BitChute and some others, but like you got to call it for what it is. Main event. I mean, we were in the game when Steam was $5, $6, $7. Now it's at 10 cents. That's a sign of death. So, you know, just calling it how I see it. It's a shame because, you know, the Steam engine's cool. There's so many good things about Steam, but it just shows you that just because you got a good working product doesn't mean anything. It's also about when you enter the market, also about the circulating supply, also about the community, also about the negative part of Steam, which was the downvoting, in my opinion. You know, the downvoting really turned a lot of people off. And then Steam Inc. dropped the ball with making it hard for people to sign up to the Steam blockchain. When things were booming at $4, $5, $6 with Steam, it was still like really hard to get an account. So, you know, it's still hard to get an account. They haven't figured that out. And in the meantime, people went to other blockchains. Steeman is actively emailing again. Maybe that'll help get the word out. It's too late. Main event. It's too late, in my opinion. And you know how much I like it, and I'm still around, but I'm calling it for, I think it's dead. I'm going to be honest with you. And I hate to say that because I you know how much I like that blockchain, but you got to call it for what it is. From $5 to 10 cents, it's about it. It's about it. I think that, you know, most of the people left. It's a shame. Anyway, Steemit, we already said, I think Steemit is still a good system, but the power of the whales should be capped. Yeah, but, you know, nowadays the whales aren't the same whales because a lot of those whales, they cashed out. You know, if you were a whale and you had a lot of steam and then you see the price going down, I mean, now it's 10 cents. You're not as big as a whale as when things were $3, $4, $5, $6. Maybe a big company could take over Steam. You know, maybe, but I don't want a big company taking over a decentralized blockchain. I don't want anything to do with those big companies. But yeah, maybe that could be a possibility. Niagara says he's not into Steam, gave it a go. Only works if you have a large subscriber base, otherwise breadcrumbs. Yeah, and I mean, even if you have a large subscriber base like the champ, you know, I'm still, if you look recently at the post, it's, you know, less than $1 that I'm getting off these posts recently. So even when you have thousands of subs, I would say you don't really get into a social media platform necessarily to make gains and to stay in the green. You do it for social media, and you know, I understand that some people's intent is to be only on the blockchain to make revenue, but you know, social media is not always about making revenue. Sometimes it's about being social. So it is what it is. It's just a shame. It's just a shame. Yeah, keeping it real, Ty. You know the deal. I'm keeping it real. I mean, as much it's like Steam's it's probably my favorite blockchain. I'm going to be honest with you. But that being said, I'm you know, I got to call it for what it is, guys. I'm not here to lie to you guys. Steam and whales have a steady flow from voting and consistently drive down the price because they sell daily for bits, excuse me. That's true. And I've mentioned that the high inflation rate there with Steam could be a negative feature. CryptoZilla really likes it too. I think that, you know, it just has some design flaws, and that's okay. It's first of its kind. Hopefully we'll see, you know, it improved, or maybe in the future we'll see a new and better version. Maybe, you know, Steam is like the MySpace of decentralized social media platform, and maybe later on there'll be something else. I don't want to say Facebook, but you know what I mean. 16 crypto maniacs watching, 16 minutes here on the broadcast. Touch all the buttons, like, subscribe, post notification bell, ding ding. Stay tuned into the good word that we spread here daily. Niagara Gardner used to trumpet Litecoin, not anymore. The bits is the only coin I tell people to get into. After that, it's their choice. Yeah, I mean, listen, and I talk about all the other coins, but for years now, it's you know, I've said, and you know it, and you've been following Niagara, 50% of the portfolio should be in bits. And then I've upped that, and I've said, you know, 70, 80% of the portfolio should be in bits for that very same reason. I like these other coins. I mean, I've got bags of Lite, Ether, Steam, and I've gotten into some baby altcoins. I've stepped on some landmines as well, and lost some baggage. And you know what it is, okay? But that's what I've been saying, you know, hold the bits. It's the only real coin that's been here for the long gun that's holding its value better than other ones. Bro Crypto's here. He says, Champagne, remember listening to 2017, you were popping off. Yeah, and I'm still here, Bro Crypto. I'm still here. We haven't gone anywhere. So you know the deal. We've been around, and we'll continue to boom, whether things are up or down. I was here in 2017 when things were popping off, and I was here in 2018 when things were at 3K. The true crypto maniacs are on the field firing at the funny bunny. I see those funny bunnies out there. Shout out to my long snipers. Boom. And there's a couple baby bear cubs dancing and prancing as well. You gotta snipe them all out the box. A lot more funk in 2017. Yeah, it was a party. It was a party, a boom like no other is what I would say. It was a boom like no other. I don't think we're gonna experience those booms like we used to, but that's okay. We're still here, and if we go to 14, 15K by May, I don't want you guys crying about it. Rafterman's 90% Bitcoin, 5% Litecoin, and a few others. There you go. You know, if you're, you know, into the crypto daily and you're you know, into the crypto space, you're probably going to touch a few altcoins. You're not going to stay only Bitcoin. You know, Rafterman has a little baggie there of Litecoin. But that being said, I mean, you could experiment with these altcoins. That's cool. But in my opinion, hold the bits. And I would tell that to other altcoin holders. I would say, guys, you know, I understand that you think that, you know, Litecoin's a good coin, or Cardano's a good coin, or ETH, or whatever these coins are. People are telling me, Champ, it's Neo, Champ, it's some of these other coins. It's Energy, it's DigiByte. Guys, it's not any of those coins. It's Bitcoin. Okay, it's the one that you want to hold, in my opinion. The whole channel should be Champagne Crypto's opinion, because, you know, I had some people complain before. Champ, because, you know, you're giving financial. I'm not giving financial advice. This is a comedy channel that's enthusiastic about the Crip Walk. Shout out to my walkers. Champ, you make me laugh every time I tune in. God bless you and yours. God bless you as well, Niagara Gardner. I'm glad that you're entertained, and I'm glad we're crip walking together, because I see some of these boomers here in the box hopefully are going to be well established in a few years, because they got in where they fit in before some of these other normies. We've lost a number of boomers on the battlefield along the way, but we've held the line. Absolutely. You know, after, you know, the crypto craze started calming down, I think the algorithms, you know, started shadow banning. And, you know, once we started talking about other things and, you know, pulling back the layers, you know, the channel hasn't grown. But That being said, I shared with you guys, I checked out my analytics. The subs are down, but the watch time's up, the viewers up, some of the revenue's up. So, I mean, I'm seeing green on my end. It's just a shame that the algos, they don't suggest me anymore like they used to. They used to suggest the champ at the beginning when we started doing these crypto videos. There was only a handful of crypto people on YouTube. So we were, we grew fast and hit the wall. And it is what it is. You got to, adjust and readjust and move on that pivot foot just in case. 80% Ripple, 10% Bitcoin, 10% VeChain, says Ty. And that's up, I know you're holding those bags, but to think that Ripple is going to move more than Bitcoin is not a good move, in my opinion. But, it is what it is. And, you're being honest about it. I would change that. And I understand some people's thought process with Ripple. I'm not going to touch it, but I'm not upset at people saying, champ, I think Ripple's going to move. But to think that Ripple is going to grow more than Bitcoin is naive. I'm going to be honest with you. But maybe I'm the one that's wrong. Hopefully, I'm going to say hopefully I'm wrong, but no, hopefully I'm not wrong because I'm not holding the Ripple. So, hopefully you could see the light. Or maybe I can. But yeah, if you've seen, how Ripple's maintained its value, all-time high coin index, it's not that sexy, guys. And it's not because it's a centralized database or anything like that. Just look at the numbers. Even something like Zcash we shared yesterday hit its all-time low yesterday. All these coins, Zcash looks sexy. I think, was it Snowden talking about it? Privacy coin, all the other features, the ZK snarks and all these things. And then the coin hit rock bottom. But yeah, if you want to hold Ripple, I wouldn't be a majority of my bags in Ripple. Yeah, I hope the Rips does well for you. I'll say this. I hope the Rips does well for you. Okay, I really don't. Before I used to say Ripple's toxic to crypto, but Bitcoin's a surveillance coin as well. Ripple's a little more centralized, obviously, but let's not act like Bitcoin is going to save the world, like some people used to think. It's not cypherpunk anymore, guys. I think maybe it wasn't from the beginning or whatnot. We've already talked about Satoshi Claus and all that. You know me, I'm not here to show. Yeah, no, I know you're being honest. You got majority of your bag in Ripple. And that's there's people out there that believe in the Rips, and I don't. The champ doesn't. And listen, you could replace, that 80% with any coin, Ty, and I will tell you the same thing. You could tell me I'm 80% in ETH, I'm 80% in Cardano, I'm 80% in whatever coin you're going to tell me. I'm going to tell you, have the majority of your bag in Bitcoin, okay? Just in case there's a meltdown out there, just in case The Walking Dead come out. The Walking Dead come out, and these Rips, they're not going to be as liquid as the bits. Everybody should have a bit under the pillow, guys, for the crypto fairy, in my opinion. 15 crypto maniacs watching, okay? I've been telling you guys, what's up with these millennials and these younger generations saying no problem instead of thank you? I'm really thinking about this, guys. I want to wrap my mind about it. Do they feel like they're doing you a favor? Or if they're doing any sort of service for you, even if they're working, they got to tell you that it's no problem instead of saying that you're welcome? I still don't get it. Check out yesterday's live stream. I shared the video, Power of Words, that I pulled up a few years ago. Talking about the week, the weekend, the morning, the earn, the job. It's these power of words. It breaks down. It breaks down, guys. It breaks down. Is this the final dip for the boom? Nope, not in my opinion. I think that things could go back down to 7,000. This is the one-day chart for Bitcoin. And you can see that we gained some weight yesterday. A nice pump, about a 10% pump from 65 to a top of, what was that? Like 73 and a half. And it topped off. And you can see that, it started trending sideways. And then just a few hours ago, we topped off at 73 again. So we haven't managed to, go over 75. So which shows me that we're still kind of in a downward channel. We went back down and went back up. And let's see, look at the 1 month. The 1 month is just showing a downward trend. Let's look at the 3 month. 3 months is also on a downward trend. Look at the year to date. The year to date could be in a downward trend too if you look at it from like 6 months to date. 6 months shows a downward trend. So, not FUDing, not being negative or anything. Just know the field that you're in. This could be a better time to accumulate. I do expect things, I did expect one pump before the new year. Was that it? Was that the 10% pump that we were waiting for? Unfortunately, it was from 65 to 75. So, it wasn't that exciting, but that's a big pump. Look at, from here, from 65, what it did yesterday. Show you again. This pump there from 65 to 75 or 74. Sub-champ, there are spells as in spelling. Absolutely. That's why it's called spells. I mean, we're talking about real magic, not the one in Las Vegas. It's when you're casting a spell, it's literally done by words. And that's what it is. You use the cursor to type what I'm saying. Oh, there you go. I didn't catch that. The cursor to type. Wow. That's deep, Suave House. You use the cursor to type. The cursor to cast the spell. So you're like, wow. All right. In the beginning, there was the word, guys. In the beginning, there was the word. This thing is like, the more you start paying attention, it's like, it becomes more literal the more you start focusing. You'll be a legend with 6.15 Bitcoin, says Niagara Gardner. Yeah, I mean, you'll be a legend with just a few Bitcoin. Shout out to CryptoZilla, Niagara Gardner, Thai City, Main Event, Double X, Suave House. Putting me onto the cursor to type. That's one I just went over my head. The cursor to type. Wow. I'll take a few comments and questions out there before we tune down. The final dip. There is no final. Well, actually, you know what? I haven't even shared the article. Let me show you guys the article. I'm here saying I'm going to sign off. I haven't even shared with you the article. 6,500 on Bitcoin. There you have it. Final flush and up we go. This was posted yesterday by Trading Shot there on Trading View. This is one of the top posters out there. TA. Eventually, all projections for a $6,500 price on Bitcoin have proved to be correct. Okay, and the champ said we would go down to 6. The following study is in particular came incredibly close to estimating the $6,500 on December 1st. So he shares a couple of his charts. I'm not going to read everything. Let's go to the conclusion. So where does this sell-off end? If the study about the symmetrical format between the two patterns is correct, then he projects the following. The time from June 2019 peak until the breakout of the yellow line is roughly half the time between the December 2017 all-time high and the breakout of the black line in 2018. We can assume that the final flush leading to the bottom will be also half this time, and after that, a lengthening consolidation will follow. This suggests that the bottom will either be this week or next. Are you ready to buy a $20,000 Bitcoin and beyond? Let me know in the comment section. Says Trading Shop via Trading View. I got the article linked down below. You guys can read it in its entirety. But he's saying this is the final flush this week or next week. I don't know, guys. Lady says, y'all still ain't found a hubby. I mean, you're being kind of picky. I threw a couple at you. Suave House is here. I seen what was a Colin, another one. I think maybe I've thrown a third one at you. But you got to come with some bits as well. You just can't show up and expect to inherit all the bits out there. Suave House, the vegan hubby. Niagara Gardner, he says he won't buy an over 10K. And he's also single as well. So you got a couple cryptomaniac savages out here. Main Event wants to know if you cook and clean. Yeah, if you don't cook and clean, I don't know. That may, she's got bits too. There you go. Yeah, shout out to Lady Plants, one of a few crypto chicks that shows up here in the box. I appreciate you, Lady Plants. Stay booming out there. Let me drop a bomb for her. Show her love out there. This is like it's the men's locker room basically out here, and she's hanging out with us, and we appreciate her. Main Event says LOLs. CryptoZilla says she's offered up a tracker. Here you go. And Main Event wants to know if she cooks and clean. Man says Bitcoin's done for me. I expect the price to dump down to 1K, 2K following the halving. Okay. So what do you want me to do about it, man? You want me to go ahead and just turn off the channel and stop posting because you believe it's at 1 to 2K, or tell me something good. How about something positive? Which one is not done for you? Too many buyers at those levels, I think. I think that if things drop below 5,000, there's going to be a lot of buyers. I don't think it's going to go to $1,000 to $2,000. Although we